Getting your Italian residency can feel very overwhelming, but it doesn't have to be. As a property manager in Piedmont helping international homeowners, I've guided many families through the residency process. And today I'm sharing everything I've learned to help make your Italian dream a reality. I will explain everything you need to know about the elective residency, the specific type of residency that allows you to live in Italy without working here, but also about carta di soggiorno or permesso di soggiorno. Let's get started. Ciao, I'm Lucrezia from Grande Property Care and I help international property owners turn their Italian dream into reality. First, let's be clear. Elective residency is specifically designed for people who want to live in Italy permanently and can support themselves without working in Italy. Think retirees, pension holders, or people with substantial investment income. After helping many of my clients secure their residency here, I've learned all the shortcuts and pitfalls. In this video, you will discover exactly who qualifies for elective residency and who for permesso di soggiorno, the financial requirements you must meet, and how to avoid common application mistakes. Whether you are from EU, married to an EU citizen, or coming from outside Europe, this guide is for you. Let's get into it. Many of my clients initially think residency is just about and mostly about living here, but it's so much more than that. The main reasons my clients need the residency are, for example, freedom to enter and leave Italy without restrictions, no more worrying about how many days you can stay here, importing your items without paying customs duties. But here's what most people don't realize. The residency also gives you, for example, access to Italian mortgages more easily, the ability to buy and register a car under your name, which is very important if you own a house in Italy, lower utility costs with resident fees, be able to get an Italian identity card, and access to public health care. However, there is something crucial you need to know. Residency comes with two important conditions. First, you must spend most of the year in Italy, and second, you'll need to pay taxes in Italy. But don't worry, this isn't necessarily negative, but you need to plan for it. But before starting, let's focus on something very important. When we're talking about the elective residency, you first of all need to get this visa for elective residency. It is necessary, therefore, to prove that you have a stable and consistent income. This means pensions, investments, capital income, or other stable financial resources. So your procedure will begin, in any case, in the Italian embassy of your state of residency abroad, and the elective residency visa will be then essential to obtain residency in Italy. For the visa application itself, you'll need a valid passport. Make sure it's good for at least 3 months beyond your planned stay. Recent passport photos, I think 4, but you should check. Then a registered lease or property deed in Italy, and a detailed letter explaining why you want to move to Italy. This kind of visa is specifically for those planning to move permanently to Italy, and it doesn't allow you in any case to work here. However, your spouse and dependent children can be included in the application if you can prove sufficient income to support them. Keep in mind that the amount of income needed isn't fixed by law, but it needs to be substantial. It's about 7,000 euro per year per person. The questura will evaluate this case by case. Let's start with the simplest path. If you are from the European Union, the process is surprisingly straightforward. Here is exactly what you need. First, your passport, then the Italian tax code, codice fiscale, property deed or rental contract, health insurance, an Italian bank account under your name with at least 6,947.33 euro, and the cost? Just a 16 euros revenue stamp. Marca da bollo. Yes, really. And after the application, the local police will inspect your home and then, benvenuto in Italia. You can even immediately ask for an Italian identity card. And now, what if you're not from the EU, but your spouse is and you want to get residency here in Italy? Here is where it gets interesting. In this case, you can apply for permesso di soggiorno, 2 years, or carta di soggiorno, 5 years. In this case, I don't advise you to apply for an elective residency, but use your family connection to obtain the permit as a family cohesion. It's faster and you don't need an entry visa for elective residency, which is always hard to get. A tourist visa will be enough. You will need everything from Path 1, plus your marriage certificate translated and legalized in Italian, of course, substantial evidence of financial stability. But careful, there is a crucial timeline for this. Within 48 hours of arrival, you need to get the declaration of hospitality from the local police with your spouse who will sign as your host. Within 8 days, you need to submit residency permit kit at the post office with the code 13, with a copy of all the documents we are talking about, with also act of residency of your European family member, plus 16 euros revenue stamp. Several months later, you will get an appointment at the Questura for fingerprints, and only 1 month, or probably more, after that, you will finally receive your 2 or 5 years permit. This is why I recommend you to start this process as early as possible. Italian bureaucracy loves to take its time. Finally, let's talk about non-EU citizens. This is the path most of my American clients take. There are some key differences with the previous processes. First off, you start everything at your home country's embassy, at the Italian embassy, requesting a visa for elective residency, of course. You will then get a different permit code at the post office. It should be number 8. And the initial permits last 1 or 2 years, and the processing times might take longer. But don't let this intimidate you. Yes, it takes longer, but thousands of people successfully navigate this path every year. But what are the most expensive mistakes you could do during this process? Well, let me tell you this. Applying for an Italian residency has its intricacies. What I often see is, for example, wrong timing of applications, missing documentation translations, incorrect permit codes, or not planning for tax implications. But here's what you can do to make the process smoother. For example, start gathering your documents early, especially your marriage certificate if you're applying through an EU spouse. Then get them translated and legalized before coming to Italy. Keep a valid health insurance policy ready. It is essential and often overlooked. Open an Italian bank account as soon as possible, as you'll need it for the minimum balance requirements. And when you arrive in Italy, make the declaration of presence or hospitality at the local police station within 48 hours. Don't skip this step, it's crucial for your timeline. And then for the post kit, take your time filling it out. It's very long, and the wrong code or missing information can delay everything by months. And remember, if possible, start the procedure away from August or December. Most offices slow down during these holidays, and you don't want your application to sit on someone's desk for 2 months. And there you have it. Feeling overwhelmed? Don't worry, that's exactly why we are here. You can contact us for a free consultation, or you can drop your specific questions in the comments below. I'll personally answer them. And if you're ready to start your Italian journey, visit grandepropertycare.com. I'd love to discuss your specific situation and create a personalized plan for you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye! Ciao!